You are watching Europeans, program about people who are changing Europe. How can rooftops help us profit from the sun? We will tell you the story today. In Croatia, a group of enthusiasts managed to convince people in more than 11 cities to take advantage of what they have in abundance all year long: sunny days. In addition of benefiting from the green energy, they have created many jobs. But let's see how they made it all come true. They are similar and very different. The beginning is the most important thing in their game, the first piece of domino, but they talk about it at the end. Now they are playing the same game and have one goal: to turn Croatia into a country that knows how to use the sun. What we really want is to have thousands of roofs with solar panels in every city in Croatia. That is our mission that we are on. Croatia is one of the sunniest countries in Europe. In some parts of the country, on some of the islands, the weather is sunny 115 days a year. But people still do not appreciate this wealth, because it is the sun that can make them rich. Europe is interested in such ideas to stop wasting energy. Our potential remains unused. Our roofs are unexploited.
Maybe 5 out of 30 families in a building would put up a solar panel. When it comes to the first step, people stop. There is too much information about solar panels and they do not know who to trust.
We want to be the ones to change that. We said to ourselves, this is it. We will rent a van, take a few panels, go to several cities and tell people why this concerns them. What will change if they put a solar panel on their roof and produce their own green energy. It was like a joke. Then we said to ourselves, but this is a great idea. We will have to do it. Nobody else is doing it. First city, second city, third city. They visited 11 small and large cities in Croatia. In 3 months, we received inquiries from 700 households. We set up an online group in which more than 3,000 people are discussing the issue of photovoltaics. The EU saw how good the idea of Croatian enthusiasts was and helped them implement it. And their great adventure has begun. The most frequently asked question they hear is, why? The answers are many and varied.
If you have money sitting in the bank, the interest rates there are very low. There is no point in keeping it there. It makes a lot more sense to invest in solar panels on your roofs. This helps budget in the long run, because once you get your initial investment back, you start earning because you use the free energy that sun gives you.
This is the financial point of view. It is harmoniously complemented by the ecological one. The sun is free, it belongs to everyone. With photovoltaics, you help nature by avoiding the tons of carbon emissions that comes from traditional power sources. The people who change the world are you and me, our neighbors, our families and friends. We need to change the way we live, the way we work, the way we act. We need to know how and why. And someone has to show us, not just tell us it is written in the regulations and that's why we have to do it. The result is an unexpectedly good combination, cheaper and cleaner, in compliance with the goal of the European Union's cohesion policy, and right on target according to Melani, for whom the cause of Europe has become a personal cause. I am a mother and it is important to show my child that he should always look for ways, look for new opportunities, instead of focusing on the problems and difficulties along the way. I certainly want my child to be a citizen one day, a citizen who will make the world a better place. Investing in solar panel is just one of those small things. Their ideas take them further along. They persuade people in a solar roof on a public building. This is the first solar roof on a public building, made entirely with the investments of citizens. The idea is that they give a small loan that will be repaid in the next 10 years with a profit of over 40%. After these 10 years, the panels will belong to the people and the electricity in the building will be free. We thought it would be difficult to raise the money, but there was more interest than expected. The entire amount of 30,000 euros was collected in just 10 days. Thus, we protect nature from about 38 tons of carbon dioxide. After the first success story, people looked for another building to invest in. In the town of Križevci, where about 11,000 people live, they quickly realized that this investment in nature is worth it. We decided to start a campaign for a second building, a solar panel on the top of library in Križevci. There, 28,000 euros were collected in 48 hours. Then, for the first time, the Minister of Environment and Energy of Croatia called us and said, "It's great, how can we get involved?" Beforehand, we tried to reach him, to ask him to do something together, but he never responded. So we did it together, in our group. No one had the time to deal with us, we helped ourselves. Impossible is a word that does not stop them, it makes them more ambitious. For the Croatian team, the ideas come one after the other and each previous one is stepped towards the next. For all its efforts in support of green energy, the EU has given them almost 100,000 euros. On the way to its cause, the Croatian team trains 30 people, giving the opportunity or a job with a mission. It is every person's responsibility to take matters into his own hand and follow the path of green ideas.
In the sunnier parts along the coast of Croatia, investment returns even faster. The change must start from the bottom up.
A few years ago, I gave a presentation on climate change. My son was only 10 then, and he told me, "Mom, if it's really that bad, why go to school? Why should I do anything at all if it's all lost?" And then I said to myself, I have to change the way, I have to change the story. Yes, it's bad, but we can fix it together. A few years after the first step, dozens of solar panels later, they say something similar. Yes, it's hard to change the world, but some are already succeeding, together.